What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name's not Luke the Notable.
And today, in a video inspired by Luke the Notable, we're going to be dropping Dirty Docks 100 times. This originally started because I needed to place top 10 landing at Dirty Docks, but then I realized, wait, this could be good content. So I dropped Dirty Docks 100 times, and this is what happened. I dropped into the gray warehouse, which is a pretty good location. It can spawn up to 2 chests. Also, just know, I'm recording this voiceover on June 5th, and the season is set to end in less than a week or something. So I don't know if Dirty Docks will still be a thing in the next season. But I found a player, and with my gold scar, yes, gold scar, I destroyed him.
Yeah, but that would be the only destroying I would do this game.
I dropped into the gray warehouse again for game 2, and I went over to the blue warehouse. It can spawn up to 3 chests, and it has a ton of materials. Not to mention there are lots of ammo boxes hidden in these crates. These large ammo boxes, I don't know why, but whenever I see them, I just have to leave them. So just know, do not break these shipping containers. Just break the card. I came over to this lake area and found a gold attack flying around. From now on, this place shall be called Loot Lake.
And I used that gold attack to destroy a Battle Pass boy.
If you saw a guy doing this, would you snipe him? I would.
Yeah, and I probably wasn't gonna live past that.
Nothing really interesting happened in the early minutes of Game 3. Yeah, but while trying to loot the rest of Dirty Docks, I got attacked by a black cat.
They tell you those things are bad luck.
In Game 4, Dirty Docks was one of the last locations. It was a pretty cold drop, so I waited until the bus forced me off, and then I went there. I went to this blue warehouse. It's actually a really good location. As I already said, the house itself can spawn up to 3 chests.
But in the surrounding area, there are actually 3 more chests, and one of them is in that truck that this bot ghoul trooper was trying to reach.
So I killed him. I don't know why people would want to see me destroying bots wearing the fusion skin. Well, maybe that's a real player, but if it is, he definitely bought it with V-Bucks. You know, what are we supposed to call these chests? Cracks chest, God chest, well, whatever it is, it produced a purple pump, so I'm happy about that. The circle was closing in around Dirty Docks, so I decided to make a base here, and I absolutely destroyed this guy through the fences. I didn't even know you could shoot through the fences, but come on, I had to dance. Yeah, but the circle wouldn't stay in Dirty Docks for very long, and I had to move. Luckily, there was a launch pad to help me out. If you look closely, you can notice a default right here. I mainly just chilled around, getting advantageous height, and let the other 2 players duke it out. And the ending was perfect. The other guy was grappling, so I pulled out my assault rifle and ended up hitting him once. I decided to pull out my minigun because he was closer, but I missed all my shots. He decided to build, so I built towards him. And he decided to try to come out and shoot me. He missed, I missed, but he ended up hitting me again. He built up, and I hit him for 100 with my pump, and I pulled out my minigun, and I won. And I have a feeling that 50% of people clicked off this video when they learned what it was about, because they thought I wouldn't win. Ha! Wrong! The only interesting thing that happened in Game 5 was that this chest spawned to be a super chest twice in a row, and it produced a pump, but this time it was gold. Also, I'm calling these things super chests now. Future ManArms here, they're actually called rare chests. I was engaged in a pretty bad build fight with 8 health. I'm probably not gonna live. Playing some duos with a really good friend in Game 6. My only problem with him is that his name sounds like he's a failed rapper. Lil Day. And you know, looking back on it, this guy was pretty lucky that I was aiming at his friend. Oh, and also, this friend was the same kid in my Clash Royale video. Yeah, don't watch that video. It's really bad. Nothing really interesting happened in Game 7, just looted Dirty Docks and then left. I came over to this place here. It's called Compact Cars, and it actually has some really good metal. It's like, you can mine Minecraft. You can farm the entire fence, and you can also destroy all these cars for some serious metal. And there are like 2 chests here as well. Actually, 3 chests. It's not really a bad location. I'm gonna be counting it as part of Dirty Docks though. There's a chest on top of these cars and it produced a gold scar. I swear I'm not hacking. The problem with Dirty Docks is that there's not much mobility outside of the helicopter in the grotto. And there is a pretty good chance that you will get stuck in the storm. When that happens, don't worry, just keep running. As long as you have, like, some med kits, you're probably gonna be fine. And if you don't really have med kits, then just, like, get out of there before, like, 30 seconds. If you have a 30-second head start, you're probably going to be okay. However, I was not okay after dying like this. That guy had 12 kills. Oh my god. For all the OGs out there, this is the kid who would blast your phone when I was streaming. Nothing interesting happened until we made it to agency where we found a pile of loot. Some other players wanted it, and they tried to shoot at us for it. I said try. Yeah, but Ashy Boo didn't make it out. It was okay, I destroyed their helicopter. And then I sniped the other guy. I don't know who I eliminated here. I don't think it was either one of them. But to be honest, I don't think either of those two who killed my teammate made it out alive. You want to know who else didn't make it out alive? This guy. And in the end, I was in a metal base on top of a mountain. The guy was probably looking at me and didn't want to push him. He accidentally got tickled by the storm. And I won. However, if you want to see me pull off a back-to-back, you're going to have to wait 54 more games. Dropped into some Team Rumble for Game 11. And we won. I gotta keep this short. I could blame Team Rumble for my quick death, but I'm responsible, so I'll just say I'm trash. I am literally the luckiest man alive. This is a really smart strategy you can do. So I'm in a fight right now, and the storm is right next to us. So what do? I let the storm overtake me. I know that the other guy is going to be building to try to get out, and that's when I find him and laser him. This should have killed me. Luckily, he bought it with V-Bucks. Yeah, but I spent an inappropriate level of V-Bucks on the Season 7 Battle Pass tiers, so I can't really tell. Okay, I'm literally gonna get banned. I used that scar to heal a bot with a pump. Little did I know that when I grabbed that pump, I was next in the line of succession. To be completely fair to this guy, I was playing a little bit too cocky. And he was a default. No. Playing some arena in game 16, but bush camping won't help you against the sweat. I missed dirty docks in game 17. I had to land at compact cars, and it gave me some loot where I could fight. Not great, but I could fight. The ending of this fight was definitely the highlight of this game. Please stop, I will be wrongly accused of hacking. What events have even led to this situation? Ah, no! If you look very closely, you can see the very rare and endangered loot llama. Luckily, I care not for the local wildlife. Ooh, don't mind if I do. This is probably one of my favorite kills in these entire 100 games. With the vicious storm, the helicopters have really helped me out throughout these games. But owning a helicopter isn't good if you get out of it. I didn't record game 19, well, at least not until it was already over. I'm thinking it's time for some squad. Maybe not. But I don't care. We're doing it again! History might have repeated itself. Hey, we won this one. So that's pretty good. It's hard to explain how well we were doing in game 23. But in the end, they got lucky and maybe we played a little bit badly. And we got the second place. This game wants me to go to jail. They sent the CIA after me. Okay, I need to stop joking around. I honestly have no idea how I'm getting this many scars and, like, purple whatevers. I just don't understand. I'm getting insanely lucky. Never, ever, 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 under any circumstances do you push the bush. I honestly don't know what happened here. This was a 5-tick storm. Did the game glitch or something? Or, like, is there a weird mechanic I don't know about? Well, anyway, I lived, so that's good. You know, only looking back on this video while recording it do I realize that that was probably a trap. He definitely laid that medkit there on purpose. And for that, he lost. Game 26, I was sniped. Maybe you should subscribe to this guy. I have the link in the description. Yeah, but even with the power of the YT algorithm, we didn't even win. Playing some more squads, but this time with 2 entirely different people. But in the end, our placing wasn't entirely different at all. And game 29 was only slightly better.
Oh my god, this is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I just have nothing to say. I think I actually have to quit the game. Can I heal? What's sad is these bad games make editing this video so much easier. Please, fix your game! I am going to go insane. Game 39. This is why I hate C4s, like, a ton. Don't worry guys, this next game is ours, I promise! I killed some bots alone at Dirty Docks. My teammates dropped at Pleasant Park. Well, okay, you can push the bush if you're good. Ooh, that was a really nice snipe. My teammate was probably gonna die if I didn't save him. Wow, I thought that helicopter had way more HP than it did. I'm surprised that shot even hit. Any better player would have killed me. But he didn't. Yeah, I should probably get on with it. Yeah, we won. My friend had recently gifted me this emote. Thank you, David BTV and Yeet My Boy 146. I decided to drop into some more arena, you know, just to get some points. Wasn't very interesting, I just got pushed by this fish for 9th place. I call this game the Heartbreak game. I think you can understand why. Although, to be completely honest, I probably should have just used the Scar. After this, I dropped into some random fill squads, because I honestly didn't want to be alone, but my teammates left me. That was very, very rude of them. It honestly really hurt. I just was trying to win after that insanely unlucky game, and they just all left me. But I actually made it to 8th place, so that's pretty good. I am getting insanely unlucky with who I'm paired up. I'm paired up with a default skin, and someone who is probably pretty bad. The default was killed, I was knocked, and the other guy was lost in the storm. I swear, I'm actually better than what you're seeing right now. Really. The storm was actually really bad in game 48, and of course that happened to be the exact same game that I discovered this weird glitch where some objects will be there on your screen, but you can't ride them. It's really weird, and it ended up getting me killed. We placed 6th again in game 49, so it was an okay game. If you want to know why I'm skipping the start of the game, it's because honestly, not much really goes down. I just kill a bunch of bots. The kills aren't really interesting. Or, I guess you could say, they're not really notable. And here we go, 1v1v1, final circle. I'm shooting at a guy recklessly and I get lasered. I try to pull out my medkit, but I didn't press R2 again. Oh, don't worry, the guy that killed me got horrifically killed by a minigun. All you need to know about game 51 is that I played absolutely terribly.
I was doing pretty well, until I wasn't doing pretty well.
Watch that video. I wonder how many people are going to be suing me after this video is over. Warning, the clip you're about to see is epic. Avert your eyes if you do not like epic things. then I got sniped. You know, I haven't been bringing it up, but if you drop in a place like Dirty Docks with over 30 chests, just assume you're gonna get a legendary or epic item. Game 55, I tried, but building a wall, it's just hard. I have nothing remotely interesting, funny, or worth your time to say about Game 56. And Game 57 just first thinking about. This kid has a minigun and the Midas drum gun, so obviously the correct thing to do is to push him until you die. Playing some more squads, but unfortunately the way you see it like this is because I put their real names as their nickname, and I'm doing this to protect their privacy, so yeah, I'm a good friend. Apparently they only came into squads mode to get some challenge done, and right after that they started dying. They were all going to kill themselves and abandon me and force me to leave the game, but I changed their minds, and we actually won. So yeah, you don't believe me? Well, now you do. In Game 60, we're actually going to be playing some duos with White Panda. Honestly, when I get pushed, I instantly go full potato mode. Yeah, and it's pretty hard to win a game of duos as a solo. I think that says Swedish Skull. Anyway, I really love salmon, so the Fish Brothers came after me. And cats are known for their ability to jump. Okay, if you've been doing the math, you know that I must get a win in this game, because in Game 10, I said that you have to wait 54 more games for me to get a back-to-back. Well, it's Game 63, which means... Well, let me just tell you. Me and my teammate, we dropped into Dirty Docks and found some loot. I found a gold scar again. You could see that I was just stunned, and that I knew that this was going to be the end of my Fortnite career. We left Dirty in a boat, and we stayed around the edges of the map until it was a 2v2 in the final circle. They were on top of that mountain, but they had to push us because we had zone. They started firing rockets down at us, but they were pretty bad at it, and their rockets missed a lot. They had to push down at us, which was ultimately their demise. When they had the high ground, they had the advantage. But now, pushing down at us, we had a lot of time to prepare. And in the end, my teammate ended up exploding the other guy, and we sprayed the minigun man to death. Dropping Dirty Docks 100 times has unquestionably made me better at the game. Let's just look at this fight. Let's see how it went. So I was in this fight right here. This guy was being shot at from a different side, so I got under his build. Eventually, the other guy started shooting rockets at us, and I knew that that was the time to spray down his build and start building up myself. When the rocket hit, his build got destroyed, and that made it really easy for me to spray into his box and tack him to death. He even had the mythic scar, which I used to absolutely destroy this guy's box and then him. And here we go. 4 people left in the final circle. I actually make that 2 people left in the final circle. Yeah, the other guys ended up exploding themselves. It might seem like I have the advantage with the high ground, but no, he has rockets, and I actually have to move to him in the next circle. So here's what I do. Instead of using my grappler, I build slightly and then start rushing towards him in a stealthy manner. I don't go directly towards him. I go around this hill over here. He still thinks I'm in that building, because why wouldn't I be? It's the safer place to be, with cover. But no, instead I just run towards him, and then I'm making sure to stay like behind trees and play defensively, waiting until I get on top of this hill for my opening to shoot him with my scar, which is exactly what I do. I hit him twice for 37 when he doesn't realize I was there, and then I pull out my grappler and I rush towards him. I break his shield with my tack and hit him for 58. I knew that he couldn't do enough damage to kill me, so I just sprayed with my SMG for a 7-kill win. If I won Game 65, I would have back-to-back-to-back-to-backs. Yeah, you know what that means. 3 people left in the final circle, and I just headshot this guy. He thought he was safe from my tactical shotgun, but in the end, yeah, no, he really wasn't. That strat might work on the moon, but not here. He fell to his death for a 6-kill win. Between games 66 and 67, I actually bought the battle pass. I was at tier 100. So when I got it, I instantly got Midas. I also bought the Tootsie Slide emote. I realized that they could copyright me for this, so I just got rid of the audio for this portion of the video. Ooh, that was a really nice headshot. Yeah, but while trying to loot the cranes, I got attacked. I think that's a fusion skin. Really nice skin, bruh. I cracked his shields, but in the end, he ultimately killed me. The ending of this one was just embarrassing. let's just skip to the end of game. Here with more ammo, weapons, and mats than I could ever want. But in the end, it was a 1v1 in the final circle. I decided to push him in the end, and I tried to spray him down with my drum gun. I almost got in his box, but he got out. And if I had gotten into his box, I probably would have won the game. But in the end, he had the grappler, and I only had crash pads. I probably should have used my launch pad, but I was afraid to. And I didn't want to get lasers from the sky. So instead, I tried to pump him and failed. And I lost game. Also, if you want to know why I'm not saying, I gotta keep my channel fam-friendly. Playing some duos with BunPug3000 for game 70. Make sure to watch his videos, link in the description. And also, make sure to check out our 1v1s that we did in Fortnite. I was about to kill this player, but he had an excellent one-pump. Game 71 went much better. JK psych lol. Game 72, we were gonna win. Look, both my teammates were down and I just finished healing. At least I got a kill out of it, so that's nice. Yeah, but in the end, that guy's teammate came out of nowhere and absolutely destroyed me. I told you I'd go potato mode when pushed. I just chilled around and emoted for game 73 in the final circle. But it's pretty hard having to defend against two players. You remember baller bombing? Yeah, well now helicopter bombing is a thing. This guy nearly killed me, but he really didn't know how to control his helicopter well. Ninja kind of sucks at the game, to be completely honest. I destroyed his helicopter, and he got out of it. Don't worry, I ended up attacking him to death. We had the Brutus minigun. Even with the all-powerful Mythic minigun, there is one rule you must always follow in Fortnite. Hold a shotgun, or you're dead. If this was opposite day, then Game 75 would have been an absolutely amazing game. For Game 76, I completed all the Deadpool challenges and went into the phone booth to unlock the Deadpool skin. I was a little cocky as a superhero, and I missed a lot of shots. So I rightfully came in 6th place, where I belong. Come on, you can do it! Oh, I should be an expert in Dirty Docks at this point, but I didn't even make it out. Game 79 was a fairly quiet game. I didn't camp, I just didn't really run into anybody. And 1v1 in the final circle, this guy was named B-Dem, then he had the Midas drum gun. He actually was going like in absolutely insane mode and destroying everybody else in the lobby, so I was just happy to make it to 2nd place. Because I knew I couldn't beat this kid. Well, okay, I thought I could, when he was just running around like an idiot. I didn't expect him to build so quickly, though. He must be on, like, PC or something. Honestly, I had no idea he was gonna build, put a cone over me, edit, and one-pump me. Game 80, I had a pretty close encounter. You can tell that I had absolutely no fear of this box because I wasn't moving, but after I kill him, I got lasers. It's okay. I lived and killed that guy. You see, this is why I don't like canoes. Didn't even protect me from that snipe. Useless. You know that when you go 2 rocket launchers, you have to go that double rocket launcher strat. But I got into a little argument with these henchmen, so unfortunately I had to use the double rocket launchers on them. Just feels like everyone's after me. Once I'm done killing this guy, this other guy just comes out of nowhere and lasers me to death. They're teaming! I always say that the reason I die every game is because I missed one shot, and this guy was one shot away. It was game 83 when I came up with a pretty reliable strategy. Because normally I would get like a green TAC, a green SMG, and a blue AR. So I would upgrade the AR to a SCAR every time. But in this instance I also upgraded the TAC because I had a blue one, which I used to kill this player after a pretty minor build for. And here we go, 4 people left and that circle's getting real small. I had a really good shot at winning this one, and I honestly thought I was going to. But guess what happened? Yep, I decided to push the guy with the Brutus minigun. You can guess how that went. Well, at least he lost. Game 84, I decided to drop into some solo squads because I thought I was good. For being alone, I was able to do pretty well against this duo, almost taking down one of their teams. But yeah, it's solo squads, so I probably wasn't gonna live for that long against these guys. Also, I know I said duo, this is obviously a squad. This is a squad, what would I say? Since when did Midas learn how to peel bananas? There are 4 people fighting over top 3 in this very, very tiny circle. It just reminds me of arena mode all over again. Dropping dirty 100 times, as I already said, has definitely made me better. But right after killing this guy, I got sniped. The guy who sniped me got killed by the only other player in the match. I know I'm good with snipers, so while trying to get it, I got lasered. That shot literally went through the tree. I should have built. Game 87, I was playing absolutely phenomenally. You can see I had 5 kills. Oh, now I have 6. There's a default hiding in this box, so of course I went in this box and absolutely lasered him. There were noobs everywhere, and I killed every single one of them. But in the end, I joined the rest of my noob brothers. And Game 88 wasn't that good. I got killed by somebody way better than me. You know, I don't know what to say about this one. And in Game 90, I don't understand how I didn't notice this guy. Game 91 was going well until I got absolutely lasered. But some other guy came and killed the person that was trying to kill me. But this is Fortnite, so guess what that guy did when he found me? Game 92, I decided to drop into some more arena again. I got into a pretty minor fight with this player outside of the box factory. I got pretty lucky here, being under this cone that he placed, which allowed me to see him through his builds. So I came into his box and absolutely lasered him, pumped him, and then killed him finally. I got pretty lucky with that. Yeah, but then I tried to use a medkit in an 8-tick storm without 80 health. What did you think was gonna happen? Do the math, folks. Game 93 just hurts to think about, so let's just skip to the end. 3 people left around the final circle. It's not actually the final circle yet. The guy I'm fighting has the Midas drum gun, and I tried to outspray him, but I couldn't control my sensitivity, and I died. To make it worse, the other player in the lobby was a bot, and he spent, like, minutes toying with this guy because he could. If I was him, I would have just ended the game right there, but no. Just because he could, he decided to trick me. I was just waiting for him to die. But nope, the only other player in the match had to be a bot. Because of course, all my lobbies are bots, and then there's just one insane sweat in the game. Dropping into random fail squads, because it's fun sometimes. But this one wasn't fun. Our teammates weren't even that far. They could have rezzed us, or even grabbed our reboot cards, or even just killed the other players that killed us. But nope, they decided not to for some reason. Maybe that's why they died. This guy decided to push the bush. That must mean he's good. Oh no, what do I do? Die, obviously. Young with flame in potato mode. Game 97, I had everything I needed to win. My guns weren't the best, but I had the high ground, and I had some pretty good shots on the other guy. But like I already said, if you can't control your sensitivity, you're as good as dead. In game 98, I got sniped. Well, at least I could say I lost to the winner. You know, everything probably would have been great if I didn't follow that guy into a dumpster, but nope, I was thirsty for that kill. So I went over to him, and guess what happened? I got absolutely lasered and destroyed for 8th place. And here we go, game 100. I'm sorry I didn't really talk tips, but that's because Dirty Docks probably won't be a thing in the next season. And what's the point of talking tips out of an area that doesn't exist anymore? But I dropped into this house right here. It's pretty good. It can spawn up to 3 chests in the house and 2 others in the general area. Yeah, I just killed a bunch of bots and then came over to Frenzy Farm. I knew that this was the last game, so I was just playing as aggressively as possible. But you can't play that aggressively against a player with grenades. I freaked out, and I decided to bail. But I made the obvious mistake of coming to this shack. That's where I would obviously be, and it got me killed. And that's it. That was the last game. Or so you thought! Welcome to game 101. Basically, this game was originally a practice game, you know, just me playing, trying to get better at the game. But then there was this bus, and the only place I could think of landing was Dirty Docks, so I went there. And then I was like, no, this is just a practice game, I'm not going to be recording this, this is not for the video. And then all of a sudden, 5 people left. And then I thought, wait, I could actually win this game. So I did record it. 5 people left in, like I said, around the final circle. I haven't really run into many people, that's just because I've been, like, not camping, I've just been, like, constructing bases. So I could, like, scout the area to see where the players are. So next circle, I decided I have to move. Well, because I do have to move. So where would I go? Well, of course you would think I would go to this house, right? But, maybe I decided to go there. No, I didn't. But, there was fighting at this house. If I had come in just a second earlier, I would have gotten absolutely lasered. But I came in later, and I absolutely lasered that guy. I'm sorry, Brutus minigun, but I'm taking the Midas drum gun for now. Oh, and now it's a 1v1. With my good eyesight, I found the only other player in the match. I also got one really nice shot on the opposing player. And like Game 4, the ending was perfect. He launch padded over to me and I missed all my shots. He used the natural trees as cover, but I kept missing. I built over towards him, and he tried to knock my build down with my rocket launcher, but I landed right behind his build and drum gun him for the victory royale. Oh, you know I hit him with that smooth moves. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I guess the title and the thumbnail is clickbait, but I made the clickbait, not the clickbait, I made the thumbnail before this game happened, and I didn't want to change it. I couldn't find any good number 101 that looked as good as the 100. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did like it, and subscribe if you like any of my other content. Bye.